project is this absolutely adorable little bunny, and I did put a picture of the whole set, the whole paper, where you get the 9 pictures of these little bunnies all dressed up in this like vintage finery, little super dapper little guys. And what we're putting it on is an IOD project, one of these little project boards. And this is the smallest one. This is the 3x5. And that's what we're going to be doing. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make some castings, and I'm going to put a casting in every single one of these guys so that they kind of have a little bit more interest. But let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut some old music sheets. A while back I bought a whole box of vintage music sheets, and this particular piece, which is pretty taped up, and I think when music teachers used to teach kids, they would use the same music sheets over and over and over. So they're taped together. There's numbers and writing all over them, but that adds to the vintage ambiance. So what I'm doing is I want the piece that's going over here, over the block. I want it to be the exact same size. I don't want to have to sand the the sides. The reason being because this board just has a little tiny little piece of veneer on the top, and I don't want to damage that or make it splinter or anything. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to give it this really nice amber and caramel coloring, and I am using archival ink in Vintage Photo, which is one of my favorite colors to use. Let's see, there I go. And what I'm doing is I'm taking this little dauber, getting my ink on there, and then I just go around, and I go around it several times to get that dark color. So I am filling in this, leaving the center not dark. And that's all you do, is you just keep moving the pad. And you can still get these somewhere. I don't know where. I've had mine forever. Okay, so that piece is done. And I have already cut out a couple of the bunnies. And here is what the paper looks like with all the bunnies. There's 9 different bunnies all dressed up in vintage clothing, and just really fun little bunnies. So what I am going to do is now I'm going to attach this to the board, and I'm going to put my bunny on it, attach my bunny in, and then I am going to use my lock and key. This is an IOD mold, And I am going to create a casting out of this, which I'm going to put right up on the top. Maybe if this is a girl bunny, maybe I should put a heart on it. We'll see. Okay. All right. I am just using my Decoupage varnishing glue from Pentart. And this wood is on, it does not have a top coat or anything on it. And sometimes what I will do is I will put one coat of glue and varnish before I put my paper on, and I'll just let that dry so that it seals it, but I did not do that today. Okay. And guarantee my edges will never have enough on. Okay, so and this is heavier than rice paper, so it does, you can move it around a little bit. It's not gonna rip. No wrinkles. And now I am going to take and I am going to seal this a little bit. Usually I wait till it dries, but I got to put that bunny on there. So I think I would suggest that you do, if you're going to use these blocks, that you do put a sealer on them first, that you either seal them with paint or seal them with a piece of, with some of the varnish that you're going to use. I think these bunnies are just so cute. That is just a big thread hanging there, texture. Okay, so we'll let this bunny dry and we'll work on the next one. away and let's make some castings. So what I want to do on this one is, that's going to be way too much. Start to shape it in the shape that I need it to be. So once I had my clay in there, I smoothed it super smooth, and then I turned the mold over. The silicone molds bend really easily, so you want to bend it and so that the casting just simply falls out. Let gravity work for you. This is a very delicate casting, and once we had it all out, we put it on the little bunny block, and you're able to shape them any way you want as long as they're still wet. So we shaped it right around our bunny, making the perfect casting for this dapper little bunny. And then that will be our little bunny. And we'll put a little hook up here to tie him up with. So this was my quick little decoupage bunny blocks. Here they are all done with their castings. I used the IOD clay to make the castings, and then I painted them with Wise Owl paint, heavy metal paint, to make my bunnies super classic looking.